You're a good dancer.
Nicely done, guys. Very nice. Hey, watch your step. Now fill up the boat. 3, ta-da! Very good. Give yourself a big hand.
Joel, Zeff.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Give Rocky a big hand. Rocky, way to go, buddy. Woo! Woo! I'm excited to be back. You guys, I had a beard last year. You guys are, I've been walking around all day. Not one person's gone. The only time someone was excited that I was coming back was when Rocky made the introduction right then. Nobody, I was at lunch, I was at breakfast. Nobody went, hey, man, you're back. Even the meeting planners didn't recognize me. And I was like, oh, I don't have the beard. Oh, really, I'm just back to see if that dude found his jacket. Did that happen or not? That guy find his jacket? In fact, I'm not even getting paid. I paid my own way to get here just to find out if the dude got his jacket back. The people who weren't here last year going, what's he talking about? Secret! It's a secret. I've been here all day. It's been a great day. I saw part of Andrew's presentation. That was cool that the CEO got to wear jeans, but apparently on our little thing it said khakis. The little thing said khakis. A little name tag. Did somebody not give the name tag to Andrew? Because it clearly stated business casual khakis. It is an honor to be back here, and it's always an honor to come back. And we had a lot of fun last year in Vegas. And if you remember, we played some improv games. For those of you who weren't here, we played some improv games and looked at things through a different perspective and see what you guys can take back to make you even more successful. And obviously the theme, today and tomorrow is innovation, and that fits perfectly with what improvisation does and what it's all about. So I figured we'd play some more improv games, see what happens, and maybe talk a little bit how they affect innovation and maybe pick up a few aha moments. Here's the goal. I want you guys to have fun. I want you to laugh, enjoy yourselves. We work hard. We deserve to have fun. Plus, I know you spent all this time at the conference, hopefully learning, networking, a little woo, but you guys, you learn, you network, but here's the goal. We want to have fun, and we want to create some energy and have fun. And through that fun, though, I want to talk a little bit about teamwork and communication and passion and leadership. But the most important thing is we want to have fun. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give it a shot. Let me hear you. Nice. Good. Got some wooing. Good. Got some wooing. That was a little extended. Now, I want to take it one little step further. Turn the person to your left, turn the person to your right, look them right in the eye and go, you know what? I'm good. I do a good job here at the old Bridge Point. Do a good job. Do a good job. Nice. These guys are shaking hands up front. Hi, nice to meet you. That round of applause is important, and some of you did this extremely well. Some of you are like, you better believe I'm good. And some of you were a little shy. Some of you are like, I'm good. You're way better. I'm not as good. That's okay. You obviously have passion for what you do or wouldn't even be here, right? We have that passion and energy. And even though we're passionate about something, we still have days where we get frustrated and we get impatient. We build stress. And next thing you know, our stress is up here and our passion's down there. And that's our passion for everything, right? That's our fuel for our success, for what we want to accomplish.
Hey, have you ever seen the sprinkler?
Yeah, let me see it. Are you challenging me to a dance-off?
We're digging.
Well, why don't you bring me a shovel?
Okay.
Bring it, because I didn't got one over here. Man, I can stretch it out, though, I tell you right now.
Here.
You got it?
Right here.
All right. Let me
Take it.
Let me just.
Anytime.
Yep. I'm a lefty righty.
Okay.
two-handled shovel. Yeah.
How can I help you be successful? That's all I want to know.
I don't. That's a really. Oh man, that's a head scratcher.
That's a head scratcher, indeed.
Yeah. I'm really thinking on this one. Maybe. Maybe a little applause, a little jumping for joy.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to encourage you.
Yay!
Oh.
Yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop!
Onions right now. Onions for the spaghetti.
With our hands.
Yeah. It's the new thing.
I'm a hammer time over there.
Can I help you with anything?
Bow, wow, 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 wow. Hammer time. I'm falling down on the job and haven't given you a spoon. I got it. But I'm not going to look at you, though. That was great. That's my favorite game. That's one of my very favorite games. I've been doing that game 17 years. Also, my favorite message is in that game. You can do anything you want in these improv games. You can be loud, you can be quiet, you can be a leader, you can be creative. You can do anything you want. There's only one thing you can't do. You can't quit. You can't give up. You can't go, oh, it's too hard, too embarrassing. I'm not very good at this. You can't quit. Now, nobody up here has quit. I've seen it happen. And once you quit, game's over, falls apart, right? And so what we have to do, what the choice is, what the improv game is trying to force us to do, is to stay in the game. And once we stay in the game, great things happen. We're going to be successful. It might not be immediate, right? But we're going to be successful. As long as we stay in the game, learn from our mistakes, help each other be successful, be open and flexible to change, create opportunity and positive support, listen to each other, we're going to be successful. Best message I ever learned. I apply it to my business, how I perform, everything. As long as I stay in the game, I know I'm going to be successful. Might not be tomorrow, or next week, or next month, or even next year, but I know I'm going to be successful as long as I stay in the game. Anybody can quit. You don't even have to go to school to learn how to quit. That is easy stuff. It is easy to quit. There's no PowerPoint presentation. You don't have to have a plan. You don't have to have an upside-down triangle or interlocking circles. You don't have to have any of that. No budget. It's pretty easy. There's no work. But to stay in the game, that's hard. You might have to learn something new. You might have to get out of your comfort zone. You might have to try something different. You may have to communicate, lead. It's hard. But guess what? When you stay in the game, that's the reward. That's why it's so rewarding in that journey when you're successful, because you stay in the game. You're driving, you're scared. Or constipated, either way. Scared or almost the same thing a lot of times. Either way. Now. Break! Break! Thanks for making me run that last mile. That was awesome! Whee! Yeah! Yeah! I'm going to Superman the Pride at the Six Flags. But I don't know. I don't want to go to Six Flags. I don't even know why I'm still driving. I'm so sad. Why can't we go to Disney World? Why don't we have enough money to go to Disney World, Dad? When did I have a child? And when did my child start hitchhiking? Hold me. Grab the wheel! Oh, jeez! Yeah!
We're gonna go the roller coaster. Okay, you can be in the middle, and I'm gonna be on the side, and that way when it leans this way, we're all gonna lean like this.
We should go antiquing. Or a pottery barn, or like a crate and barrel.
They won't have that in Alaska.
They've got roads there, though. I'm going to go, too, okay? This is so awesome.
Woo, okay,
All right.
awesome.
You're not even watching the road.
I don't have to.
No, you
I'm
don't.
just so excited.
I know. Okay. All right. Okay.
I gave them something and you gave them something. Just a quick message here. I gave them opportunity to work together as a team, to focus, to listen, to communicate, and then you gave them something. You gave them positive support. Did you notice the more you laughed and applauded, the more they did? And you would laugh and applaud, and they would do even more? It's amazing chemistry. Opportunity and positive support. And when you put those two things together, it's amazing what people can accomplish. And you guys know this, obviously, right? Opportunity and positive support. You know, I don't always speak to fun groups like yourselves. Sometimes I speak to financial planners or lawyers. And let me tell you something. Most of corporate America does not look like, woo, yeah, ah! It doesn't happen that way. I hate to tell you, you guys you're in a good place. Don't ever leave. I'm just telling you, you don't ever leave. There's no skits usually out there. Maybe some of you go, no skits? Sign me up. I'd like to work at the company with no skits. But you know what? I could take 3, and I did last week. I was speaking to the most boring financial planners you ever want to meet. And I can take 3 shy, introverted financial planners, and they played the game just as well. They did. And you would have laughed. I was so proud of them. Because all they needed was opportunity and positive support. It's a magic chemistry. And when you put those two things together, it's amazing what people can accomplish. And you know what? That's what you want. That's what your associates want. Everybody at Camden, your residents, your partners, your vendors, everybody you have contact with, we all want those 2 special things. But we don't give those 2 things enough, right? And so we got to make sure that we continue to give that. Every day when you go home from work, think about all the people you had contact with. Your residents, your associates, vendors, partners, whoever. Say, did I give the people that deserved it positive support? And said, man, yesterday I was really busy today. And that's okay. Then tomorrow, that's why we're thinking about it as we're going home. Then tomorrow, send an email, send a voicemail. Next time you see them, go, hey, I forgot yesterday. Thank you. Or have I ever told you how much we appreciate you being here, being a resident here? I mean, when was the last time we said that? You know, it's the best gift you could ever give anybody. It's better than bacon. But it doesn't take hardly any time. It just says, thank you, I appreciate you, you did a great job. And then we match it with opportunity. Some of us are really good about standing up and saying, hey, this is what I need here to be happy. And some of us aren't very good about that. Doesn't mean we're not the best associate, the best manager. Just means we're not very good at verbalizing what we need sometimes. And we, as the leaders here in the room, we need to reach out, we need to help, right? When's the last time we asked your associates, the people, your team, hey, what do you need here to be happy? And you'd be surprised by the answer. It's not more money. That happiness only lasts till next week, the next paycheck. What we want is something else. We want the opportunity to have more customer interaction, or the opportunity to be a leader, or the opportunity to give ideas, or take more responsibility. There's a lot of opportunities. And you'd be surprised how easy it is as leaders to give that opportunity. And then match it with positive support. Amazing. Think about what they did as a team. They worked together. They helped each other be successful. They supported each other. They listened. They focused. They communicated. They showed passion. They showed energy. Right? Isn't that what we want our teams to be right there? I didn't tell them to do any of those things. All I told them was the order of the emotions. And they took everything else and ran with it. It's an amazing chemistry. These choices, improv forces us to make these choices. Nothing outside these doors are forcing us to make any choice. And improv it's a great art form. It forces you to make these choices. If they don't, it falls apart. So they have to. And they naturally want to make these choices. Your associates naturally want to make these choices. We just got to create the right foundation. And the 2 magic tools there, opportunity and positive support. First, we need to get that owl out of here. Because
Yeah. That's a nocturnal.
Here, I'm gonna fire a couple nails at that.
It's getting weak.
I'm not sure what I'm hitting, but seems to be making different sounds. That's weird. That is weird. You want a jackhammer? Yeah, there's one set up right there. I can't wait to see this.
Well, I'm going to plug it in first. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Really?
Hang on. See all this? Look at all this dust and everything. Let's. I got a hose right there. Why don't we just hose it down? Why don't you turn on the water, just hose it down? Hey, whoa. Hang on. I got a cappuccino machine here. You want an espresso? Because that's some good cappuccino right there. That sounds good.
Go.
Boy, I could chug a cappuccino with the best of them. All right, go ahead. Turn on the hose again in the cappuccino. There you go. I never heard a girl drink like that. It's suction. It's a suction cooler. There you go.
Disgusting. Do the alphabet.
Yep, I'm done. I didn't know when I was. Do you mind if I turn on a little music while we finish up?
Let's do it.
I have my iPod hooked up to speakers. Anything specific you like?
How about a little 80s rock?
Like little Bon Jovi?
Let's do it, yeah. Living on a Prayer.
Whoa, oh, living on a prayer. Yeah, I don't know the words, but I'll sing it anyway. Whoa, living on a prayer, living on a prayer.
Couple quick points about that game. You know, most people come to work every day and they say, what can all of you do for me? How are all of you going to make me successful? And the dynamic shift is to come to work every day and say, what can I do to help all of you be successful? That's what we want when we talk about great teamwork. We can talk all day about teamwork. Talk all day long. I like things simple. I like it quick. One question: how can I help the people around me be successful? It's really easy to ask that question. It's really easy to answer that question. You guys know the answer. You guys are smart. It's hard to act on it. That's what separates great companies, to actually act on it, to walk in every day and say, what do I need to do to help the people around me be successful? And then act on it. That's hard to do. You don't have to take my word for it. Anytime there's a political victory, anytime there's a sports victory, anytime they interview a company on CNBC and they say, hey, what made you guys successful? How'd you guys win? What was your strategy? And they all say the same thing, right? We all had a common goal. We all worked together to get to that common goal. All we cared about was helping the person next to us be successful. Help each other. That's all we cared about. There was no ego. There was no politics. It wasn't who got the credit for the awesome idea. It was all of us together, helping each other. They all say the same thing, right? So maybe that's something really important, right? And that dynamic shift, and once you send it out there, it's going to come back to you. 10-fold, 100-fold. It'll come back to you. And there's one other thing happening within that, within the scope of that. We're also dealing with a lot of change, aren't we? I don't know what sound effect they're going to make, and they certainly don't know what I'm going to say and what sound effect they have to make to do that. He was open and flexible to change, right? We talked a little bit about change at the beginning. Change is going to happen. Change is hard. Most change is out of our control. We have no control over the change, the stock market, the economy. We have no control over what's going on around us. But we always have control over how we react to that change, what our attitude is. That's what we have control over, and we don't want to give that up. Once we keep control of that, then we can use our skills and our abilities and our education and our background and our experience to be successful, to manage those changes, to be successful within that change. We have to be open and flexible to change. Change is going to happen, right? And we have a choice. We can let change just steamroll us, or we can be open and flexible and know that change is going to happen. You know, and I always ask two questions when I deal with change. I say, what does this change affect my ability to be happy and successful in what I do? No, this change doesn't really affect that. Does this change affect the people around me? Does it affect their ability to be happy and successful? No, it doesn't really affect them either. If I say no to those two questions, I know I'm getting worked up, stressed out about something that just doesn't matter. Our mind is really incredible. It's going to forget most of those things in a couple days, short time frames. It's going to say it's not worth getting worked up about anymore. We're on to other things. If we're so smart a couple days later, why can't we be smart at the time this is happening? Aren't we going to release a lot of stress? We're going to get rid of a lot of frustration, a lot of impatience. If we're going to forget about something in a day or two, it is not worth getting worked up about, right? We know what really matters. We're going to keep that right in here. We know what we have to deal with. Openness and flexibility to change. And it works hand in hand with helping each other be successful. Those two things, obviously, we were doing those two things, or that game wasn't going to work. And they did a great job. Let's give one more round of applause, huh? That was awesome. Take a poquito. Da, do, di, da, der. Un poquito, poca, tabaca, tabaca. Boing, boing. La capoquita. La capoquita. Boing, boing. Oh, pati, pata. Yeah. Boing, boing, boing. What's our location? What's our location?
Roller coaster.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Nicely done. What's our occupation?
Belly dancer.
2 for 2. Now, you enjoyed that applause, enjoyed that laughter. Soak it in, because you might not hear it again. Let's see what you got. This is our object. What do you think Mary was showing you?
Like a rooster or a chicken?
It's a good guess. It was not a rooster or chicken, but a very good guess. Jerry, what do you think it is, buddy?
I'm going to go with giraffe.
Giraffe is right. It's a giraffe. It's a giraffe. they were really great about communicating the details and carrying it through and not leaving them out. And that's why they were so successful. We got to make sure we communicate the right details at the right time. 50-50. Did you notice how there was nobody over here just kind of watching from afar? I've seen that happen, and they never get anything right. They're in the game the whole time. People are in the spaceship together. They were ballerinas together. They were fighting kangaroos together. That makes a big difference, right? Because, they're involved. They're taking responsibility. There's a partnership. When you're physically removed, you're going to be mentally removed from the communication. So when we communicate to each other, we got to get involved. It's got to be a 50-50. I could stand up here. I don't have to play these improv games. I could tell you all this stuff. But it'd just be me telling you 100-0. I want you to discover for yourselves. I want you to be part of the communication. I use improv games. You guys can use something else, right? To communicate and connect with each other. And once we have that partnership, our attitude changes, the way we communicate changes, our success changes, because we're in it together, right? I gave everybody up here opportunity to take ownership and responsibility. None of these games were just my game. I had other people helping me. My success was dependent on their success. I gave them the opportunity to take ownership and responsibility. And you know what happens when people have ownership and responsibility? They start to care. They care about it. I want to be successful. They care. I want to make this right. I want to help each other. And then once you care, then you have passion. You just don't walk into a room and go, I've got passion. I'm passionate. It's a chemistry. And if that chemistry is not connecting, we're going to lose our passion. But we got to make sure we connect with each other and create that opportunity for responsibility and ownership. And when we have that, we care. We don't care about anything unless we have ownership and responsibility. And the same thing, we don't have passion about anything we don't care about. It's one after the other, right? Third and finally, positive support. I'm pretty sure when Chris woke up this morning, he didn't go, man, if only I could be a violent mixed martial artist kangaroo. You guys he didn't need much positive support, obviously, but, you guys gave him that positive support for all three of them to take risks and put themselves out there, and they were extremely successful. If we just focus on those three things, right? Positive support, 50-50, and details, we're going to be way ahead of most people on how we communicate. Yeah? Give them another big hand. They did a great job. One final, going to wrap it up. Perfect timing. Wrap it up. One final thought. All these things are about choices. Chris mentioned my book, Make the Right Choice. He said it was like some crazy bestseller. It's not really true. It is always ranked as a work-life balance book, but he made it sound like it's Harry Potter, my book. It's all about choices. That's why I called the book Make the Right Choice. We're all trying to make the right choice in how we work with each other and communicate and work together and be successful. We're all trying to make the right choice. And so, we have to help each other. And these choices are pretty easy. They're natural. We want to make these choices. That's the cool thing. These are hard games. And everybody just knocked it out because they're natural, easy choices. And it's our responsibility once we go through these doors and back home to keep making these same choices. And they're easy. To be open and flexible to change, create opportunity and positive support, right? To stay in the game, to listen and focus, be in the moment with each other, to help each other be successful. We talked about that. All the things we just talked about, communication, right? These are pretty easy choices. We discovered for ourselves. Now we just have to take responsibility and make those choices on our own. Because we can wake up in the morning and we can be passionate and excited and energized, or we can choose to be frustrated and angry and impatient. Which one sounds like a better day? This one, right? Sounds like a way better day. But we make the choice all the time to be frustrated. But it's not our choice. We're letting the change choose for us. And we got to get greedy, like I talked about earlier. We got to get greedy and say, you know what? I don't control the change, but I control how I react to it. And that's how we're going to, I know best in class, which is an awesome theme. That's how we're going to be best in class and make sure we have the quality and we continue to innovate and we care about each other. I know you talked about all three of those things in the last couple days. You guys have an awesome, wonderful holiday season. I wish you good health and success for 2011, and take care, and thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ta-da! I love Iowa! Ta-da! Give it up for Iowa! Ta-da!